What's up, guys? Jacob Rothenberg here, bringing to you yet again, as always, a new video on Amazon Kindle self-publishing. What I want to talk about today is a question that got asked to me by one of my members at the Elite Keyword Mastermind. Link is below if you're interested. Get the hottest keywords every month, learn how to research keywords as fast as humanly possible, and make lots of money online. But the question was from John Jordan, asking how did I get started with publishing and why do I choose self-publishing as my income flow for making money online? Good question. I've actually had other flows of income online. Believe it or not, I used to play video games online for real money, and I still can if I wanted to. There's sites like that where if you're in certain states in the US and certain parts of the world too, you are eligible to play games for money online against other people. It's not gambling because it's skill based. I'm kind of rambling on here on something a little off topic, but to give you an exact example, if you want to play games online, there's no affiliate link or anything. I'm not trying to sell you on anything, but I used to play on royalgames.com once I'm signed in here. And yeah, you can actually play games online against other people for money. And back when this hosted Bejeweled, I was one of the best Bejeweled 2 players in the world. This was like 10 years ago, where I think I was ranked like number 15 or 16 out of literally thousands and thousands of people competing against each other. And I used to be pretty good at some of their games here. So I've made a few thousand playing games online when I was much younger. And I've done regular affiliate sales and even ad sales like Google AdSense. I've had the whole AdSense program with blogs and having people click on my links, yada yada. But it was never really anything significant. When I say I've made a few $1,000s from playing games online, that was over the span of 3, maybe 4 years where I was playing this stuff. You know, it was all low stake, so to speak, so it wasn't a real way to make a lot of money every month, and if you lose, you fucking lose. Like, you can lose money easily, too. So that's the whole gambit of it. But even though I've waned on and off with making money online, I knew even though I've had a well-paying job for years now, that something was always missing with not seizing the opportunity to make money online. Ever since I was a teenager, it's always been my dream, a goal of mine, to have a secondary income stream of making money online. I've bought websites. I haven't really sold any websites. I've mostly dabbled around with the online world with making money online, but nothing to where I was making over $1,000 a month. I think the most I've ever made was selling $800 worth of YouTube traffic to clients on Digital Point. That's like real old school stuff. But yeah, so I knew something was always missing with feeling like I'm able to make this whole goal happen, but I didn't really know how to execute it. So with that, in December of 2016, a little bit over a year and a half ago, I started a blog related to powerlifting. It's the sport I compete in, mainly as a hobby. It's been something I've been competing in for 9 years now. And I really had no intentions of monetizing it too heavily, other than using Google AdSense. But then I read an online tactic to where you could upload some of your articles by compiling them into an ebook, like on a PDF, upload it on Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing. People wouldn't even have to buy the book. They can preview it. You have your link to your blog on the first page, and that's a way of getting traffic. So I literally did that. I had an 8-page ebook. And I thought, I knew nothing about Amazon publishing, what you were supposed to do with publishing whatsoever with Kindle, none of that. I literally had an 8-page ebook that I was selling for 99 cents on Amazon. and it did its job with getting some referral traffic. But in January, I noticed that I have a screenshot here. I made around $2.37, I think, in January of 2017. Then I noticed around February that this 8-page ebook, it's a fucking 8-page ebook. It's not supposed to be making money, but it was still selling. And I think I made around $40 that month. And I knew I was onto something here. It was outpacing my Google AdSense revenue for my blog. So then I thought, well, let me create another book. Let me put some real amount of content on there. And then I had, I think, a 40-page ebook, which was like a compilation of all of my articles from my blog. And it made $200 in March. This was before the blueprint ever came out. This was before I even really found out about Ameca. I started to watch YouTube videos on Kindle Publishing because I was interested in it, and that's how I discovered Ameca in around April. I think around March or April, actually. I started watching Ameca's videos. I didn't really have direct contact with him yet. I was leaving comments every now and then just saying, thanks, I appreciate your content, keep it going. And then around April, he announced that he would be having an Amazon self-publishing course out. And from there, basically, I signed up. I think the second day it ever came out, I was one of his first ever students. And my results catapulted. So we see here in March, I made 200 with my own books. I actually have some of my own books here. These are the full-length ones I ended up writing. So I am a real author, so to speak. I've made real books before. This one I made in May, along with some others. And with that, I didn't really have any, ghostwritten books yet. I knew nothing about using ghostwriters at that point yet in time. So once I did that, I signed up with the Ameca in May, and I was earning like maybe a total of 300 in May. No, yeah, almost 300, 281. April, I did around the same, and I was actually backtracking to where even though I was, relatively speaking, not making much, I was super, super passionate about my Amazon business. And I have this long post here. You don't have to read it, but I had weekly updates, just like Ameca did. But I wrote mine down since I was too camera shy and to make videos. I had my all plans set out. I was excited for my first ebook. I was so excited that I had the first 15 minutes done. And everything was super fun for me. Even though I was making money, this is something that I would have done anyway. And making money just made it even more fun. So even though I was relatively new and haven't really made, at this point, I didn't make $1,000 yet total. I was super passionate about doing what it takes to finish my books up. And I can tell you, even though this screenshot won't show you, in May, I made 281. June, once I implemented more of Ameca's teachings, I made $880. And then from $880, I went to $2,200 in July. Once I had books out after the blueprint course was followed, after I followed everything I learned from the blueprint, I made $2,200 in the month of July. And that's kind of how I got my following. I was not necessarily a prodigy, but it was kind of natural to me on figuring out how this all worked. And to be fair, I think publishing was a little bit easier too in 2017. You can get your 30 reviews done and get your book ranked and it would sell, more or less. And from there, July was a good month, April was better, and it got to the point where in December of last year, I made around $4,500 from publishing, and I kind of had stopped writing books at that point, or publishing books at that point, as I was now involved with cryptocurrency. Don't want to talk too much about that, but I had a run there too. I had also just bought this condo that you see here. A lot of life changes were going on. So there was a period of time, a few months actually, where I didn't publish any books. But Amazon did its job. Everything ran truly passively, where I was not investing any time or any money into my business. I was just busy with other stuff going on, and it did hold its word. I literally did make on average like around 2,000 aside from December, 2,000 on the months where I did absolutely nothing with my business. But I did notice that my income was steadily decreasing. So when did I make my comeback into publishing? From, let's see, I was kind of inactive from September through January, I'd say. Then in February, I came back, got some more books out, and I'm pretty much back now with making a good income with Amazon Publishing. Why I choose publishing, to answer that, it's something that I can do relatively passively. Yes, I still work hard. It's kind of like a part-time job. But for now, at the point that I'm at, after doing this for a little bit over a year, everything is pretty easy to set up. Some things do take time, like writing a good book description, doing intensive keyword research, figuring out what demographic I want to write to, all that creative stuff. But the actual mechanics of using VAs and all that stuff, that's something I have down to a T. I can do most of my processes within 5 or 10 minutes. And it's all stuff that never interferes with my daily life. As far as my day job, Amazon Publishing has never, ever interfered or clashed with my priorities with my day job, ever. I think there were maybe some times where I used my lunch hour to work on some things or maybe get some stuff set up for Create Space. But there was really no point in using my work time to work my publishing business, since anything I needed to be done could be done relatively quickly. So that's what I love about Amazon. Okay, the hardest part I've always had with making money online is lacking a traffic source. That is the hardest part of this whole game with making money online. And Amazon solved that solution for me, as you're essentially providing your products to the Amazon portal, where there's millions and millions of people all around the world, probably almost a billion at this point, searching for products to buy. And that's something I had always lacked with every other income stream I've looked at online, with running websites and so on. I've always had good content. I've always had a good work ethic, but I really couldn't ever figure out how to crack getting more than 1,000 visitors per day consistently on my websites. I've been able to do as many as 7,000 uniques in one day, but that was, working my ass off and pulling rabbit out of a hat tricks with, promotions on Reddit and interviewing people, and really hard work that was intensive. Whereas with Amazon, it's not easy money, but it's a great way to make money online when you're getting started. You're not too technologically inept. You don't have a huge, deep skill set yet with making money online. Amazon Publishing is going to be something I'll continue doing, continue pursuing, and going to continue growing. I'm having a lot of fun with it still. I love working with all the students, whether they're in the Blueprint or students of my own at the Elite Keyword Mastermind. I love interacting with people, with like-minded people. I've met some really cool individuals who are ambitious, they're hustlers, they want to make money online, they have good jobs too, but they want to get out of the rat race and pursue a lifestyle of true freedom. So whether this ends up being a launch pad for something greater, I don't know yet. But for now, I'm going to be continuing on mastering my skill sets related to Amazon, ebooks, and ACX Audible as well, because there's just so much more potential to be tapped into. And this can be for anyone who's really serious and hardcore about this. It is possible to make $10,000 a month consistently off of this. Granted, I wish things were a little bit more different with not needing to do this whole review swap game. Yeah, you can get legit reviews, but I think every publisher has used fake reviews or review swaps. I mean, that's undeniable. Anyone should be able to tell you they've done it before. If they haven't, they're either real authors or they're lying. So, yeah. That's why I use Amazon Publishing. It's simple. It solves the problem of needing traffic to monetize products, and it does not take a whole lot of time to run the business. Hope that answers your question, John, and I hope this was interesting to anyone else listening in. Please continue to feed me more topics you want to have me talk about or discuss. Helps me to come up with new topics too on a daily basis. If you haven't already, hit the bell, subscribe, and we'll be working together on more Amazon related information that you want to know about. I have some announcements coming out very soon, I think by tomorrow or Tuesday at the latest, whenever I'm allowed to talk about it. So, hasta la vista. See you soon.